يقبرنا على قناة سوا. أنا مطر تي في وأهلا وسهلا فيكم in this video where I'm gonna be talking about what the hell is going on in Lebanon. So Lebanon has been going through a couple of problems in the last couple of years, as you might have heard or not have heard, so now I'm telling you. Basically, it's first started with the inflation rate, with the banks seizing our money or the people's money, and then the inflation rate started going up because the exchange value of the Lebanese lira and the dollars started going down. So basically, at first, $1 was 1,500 Lebanese lira. It was like this my whole life, and it was like this, and it still is the official exchange rate of the dollar. Right now, it sits at 20,000 Lebanese lira, and that is pretty much devastating for the economy of Lebanon. Now, what will that lead to? Well, first, a lot of the Lebanese citizens get paid in the lira and not in dollars. The people who get paid in dollars, and you know who? Yeah, a big party in Lebanon who actually goes against the American system and against the dollars, get paid in dollars. These people take advantage of the situation because they can basically buy anything they want right now. However, there is a big population or a big percentage of the population that cannot buy a lot of stuff, well, simply because they get paid in the lira. That led to also a bigger wealth gap between the lower class and right now the higher class, and the middle class is going, most of the middle class are actually going into the lower class. The government, our beloved government, of course, they didn't want to take off all the subsidies because they actually care about our people, and that means some people can still, basically they can afford to buy groceries, bread, this kind of stuff. Yes, the purchasing power has been declining, but it was kind of still manageable with the Lebanese citizens. However, a dramatic effect took into place a couple of days ago. So what happened is that the government lifted the subsidy, or if you don't know what that is, that means basically the support on the goods. That means it will stop being sold at the official exchange rate, but at the black market exchange rate. So if you are importing a good, you sell it at the official exchange rate. So it was still not, I mean, it's not good, but it was manageable. However, when you lift a subsidy, that means this good that is imported with the dollar is now being sold at 20,000 Lebanese lira today. Next week, probably 30,000 Lebanese lira. And that is not good. So the government lifted this subsidy on fuel. That means all the fuel tanks are now being sold at the black market exchange rate, and the prices of the fuel tanks or fuel or gas or benzene spiked dramatically in just a couple of hours. What does that also mean? That means is not only the government is against the Lebanese people are against the Lebanese people. And a lot of mafia started actually storing a lot of gas and fuel and all of this just because they wanted to sell it at a higher price later in time in the future. That led to shortage of fuel. Well, there was a shortage of fuel before that, but now it is even more dramatic than that. That means not enough hospitals will start having fuel or for their generators, not enough for bakeries, and not enough for all the basic needs for a normal citizen. It is going downhill from here. With everything that has been going on, a lot of campaigns started happening that the Lebanese expats should stop doing everything else and keep on talking about Lebanon. Although this campaign was made with good intentions, it's just fucking stupid. Lebanese expats never stop talking about Lebanon, because basically every Lebanese expat also send money to their families at home in Lebanon. So the Lebanese expats never stop talking about Lebanon. 2, what if this Lebanese expat have an online business? So now they should just stop posting about their online businesses and talking about Lebanon. Fine. What about the lazy Lebanese people inside of Lebanon? We cannot revolt from outside of Lebanon. The Lebanese people in Lebanon should stop acting like victims and act on their situation. I'm not going to say most of them, but a lot of the people in Lebanon are actually just living in denial, like nothing is happening. Everyone is at the beach, getting tanned, standing 6 hours in line to get fuel to drive basically nowhere. How stupid is that? Please, how stupid is that? But the Lebanese expats should now should stop posting about their daily life and start talking about Lebanon, as if anyone will actually do something about the situation. Only Lebanese people inside of Lebanon control the situation. Stop going against each other. Revolt against the system. Rebel. It's mind-boggling for me to actually see what is going on in Lebanon, and still nothing is happening. Nothing. Yes, some people are going to the streets. They are protesting. We are 4 million people in Lebanon. Imagine just half of them goes to the street. The next day we'll be having a new system, a new regime. It's crazy what is going on in Lebanon. I don't know, with all of that is happening, fuel shortage, blackouts, no medicine, no supplies. There's basically no bread. There's nothing going on. There's nothing. There are no basic needs anymore for the Lebanese citizen inside of Lebanon. And still, well, no, it's summer. It's summer. I have to make it. I have to go to the beach. I have to get a tan. So basically, that's what's happening in Lebanon. And that's why we don't have a change right now in Lebanon. You want to change? Revolt. Stop acting like victims and do something about it. Thank you.